Moses Sithole was born in 1964 in Apartheid-era, a township near Pretoria, now Tshwane, South Africa. His childhood was marked by extreme poverty, neglect, and abuse. After the death of his mother, Sithole lived on the streets and in reform schools, where he reportedly experienced physical and sexual abuse. These early experiences deeply affected his psychological development. He grew up during apartheid, a period that left many black South Africans marginalized, with limited access to education, employment, and mental health care. Sithole had very little formal education and struggled to maintain stable work or relationships as an adult. Sithole's killing spree began in July 1994, shortly after South Africa's first democratic elections. His victims were young black women, mostly between the ages of 18 and 25, many of whom were unemployed and seeking work. He operated across towns whose names all began with the letter A, B, or C, which earned him the nickname, the ABC Killer. These areas included Apartheid-era, Boksburg, Cleveland, Tembisa, Vosloorus, Katlehong. Sithole used a calculated and deceptive approach. He posed as a businessman or employment agent, promised victims jobs or accommodation, gained their trust and led them to isolated fields or abandoned buildings, raped, strangled, and murdered them. Victims were often left partially undressed, indicating sexual violence. This method exploited the economic desperation of women during the post-apartheid transition period. Sithole was convicted of 38 murders, 40 rapes, and 6 robberies. His crimes occurred over less than 1 year, making him one of the most prolific serial killers in South African history. Some estimates suggest there may have been additional unreported victims. South African police faced immense challenges. The crimes occurred across multiple jurisdictions. Victims were poor and marginalized, delaying public attention. Early investigations were slow due to limited forensic coordination. His capture came in November 1995, after a survivor escaped and reported him. Police set up a trap, and Sithole was arrested after attempting to lure another woman using the same method. Sithole's trial began in 1996 and drew international attention. Key points include: he confessed to many of the crimes. Psychological evaluations found him criminally responsible, meaning he understood his actions. In 1997, he was sentenced to 2,410 years in prison, later adjusted to life imprisonment under South African law. The sentence was symbolic, reflecting the enormity of his crimes. While incarcerated, Sithole reportedly boasted about his crimes, showing little remorse. In 2019, he was stabbed multiple times by fellow inmates at Mangaung Correctional Center in Bloemfontein. He died from his injuries in December 2019, at the age of 55. Moses Sithole's crimes exposed weaknesses in early post-apartheid policing, sparked national conversations about violence against women, serial offenders, and mental health, highlighted how poverty and gender-based violence can be exploited by predators. His case remains one of the most studied criminal cases in South African history.